Hi, Camille in the Studio Birds here with another new tutorial on how to make a mini accordion book. And this is a fun little project. I did it with the fifth graders a few weeks ago and they loved it. They've already come back and told me that they've made more at home. So it's an easy little book. It's made with just a few simple ingredients and even a fifth grader can do it. So let's start. The materials that I'm using are just a decorative paper for the cover and another decorative paper for the end sheets if you choose that, and then another long strip for the belly band. And the page that I'm going to be building from, and you can build this in any page, just use the same sequence of steps, is a letter size piece of paper. So I'm using a letter size. You'll also need a pencil, glue, something to cut with. I like to cut with a craft knife. You can cut with a pair of scissors, and as well as a folder, and I'm using a Teflon folder. The more precise you make the folds, the little more even the text block is. But even a fifth grader can do it, so you can not even use a folder. So to begin, we're going to fold this letter size piece of paper in half twice. We call this the hot dog fold. Make sure you've got the ends lined up and do that twice. And if you'd like to use your folder, go ahead and do that. And then you want to open it out and you want to fold hamburger fold twice as well. So that means hamburger fold. Make sure you're lining the ends up. And that's it. This whole thing will become your book. So that you can fold it back and forth in the accordion fold, you'll have to make a few simple cuts. And we want to make these cuts so that it looks like an M. So I like to make a mark for the kids. You can just go ahead and cut if you know where you're going to cut, and it should look just like this. You can use a pair of scissors or a craft knife. You want to just cut those. And you can see what I was talking about when I was talking about the M. It kind of makes an M shape. Of all the steps, this was the trickiest one, and it's pretty easy if you can remember one thing. When you get to a corner, you always want to fold behind. We're going to be folding these in a zigzag because it's an accordion book, which means that we're going to start folding one direction and then fold it the opposite direction. So see how I'm zigzagging? When we get to the corner, remember, we always go behind. Continue your zigzagging, forward, back. I'm at another corner, so we want to go behind. Continue with the forward and the back, forward, and then behind. It's another corner, forward, back, and here is our little text block. Pretty cool. To add the cover, all we're going to do is we're going to take that cover material that we've picked out and we're just going to lay it on top of that cover. I like to have a little bit of room on either side so that I can fold it over. It just makes a nice cleaner edge. And you want to make sure that when you lay your book on top with the two ends open, that you don't squeeze it too tight. You don't want it just so tight because you want to have a little bit of give here in the spine for it to open and close. So you don't want that to be just too tight. So you're going to just lay it just gently in a relaxed way, and we're going to glue that. So I'm just going to apply glue. You can use whatever glue you'd like. For convenience, I'm using a glue stick, and it works great with the kids. And once again, hold that lightly. Just lay it over your cover. And then you want to fold over the edges. I like to put a little glue on those edges too, to kind of tack them down. And you'll notice when you open your book that the center will be this kind of a double page, if you can see that. I like to just put a little bit of glue to tack that together because it causes some confusion when people are opening the book. And that just gives you, so that you have pages that are all oriented in the right direction. There you have it. And then you can add your little belly band, and to do that you just want to take your sheet of paper, wrap that around the book, and you don't want to wrap that too tightly either. Like to just make a cut. You can make a decorative cut with a decorative pair of scissors or just a regular cut, and just add a little bit of glue. Make sure it's loose enough. And there's your belly band. Oop, a little more glue. You can do lots of cool things with this type of a little book. Some of the fun things that you can do with end sheets. Here's some other examples with a little belly band. And this is a book that my daughter made, and you can see how she had an end sheet in red, and then she cut the edges off, the corners off. That made that look pretty cool, and she repeated that on some of the pages and added some collage materials. You can draw on these. You can do little paintings inside. Here is a belly band that's made with fabric. It's made with felt. You can use any fabric you'd like. She's done some spirograph things here. That's a lot of fun. You can also take that front page and use a punch to kind of expose that end sheet. So we can make a punch in that front page and then have your end sheet peek through. That's really fun. Here's one that she's done with a hole punch. Lots of cool things with this little project. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you get to make some fun things with some other people in your life this week. Bye!